today, guys. Thought I'd take you or introduce you to a little spot that I found here. We're out houseboating on the shoe swap park, this little tributary that feeds the lake. Just a gorgeous little spot here. It's all fir trees and birch. It is just gorgeous here. I don't think my film will do it justice. So, I wanted to talk about my blade system that I use. I have a little gear slinger from Maxpedition, and I have it kind of outfitted with a few things. I went with a multiple tool approach, and it looks a little tool heavy here, but that's because I added you know, my EDC kind of is included. I always carry a multi-tool with me, so that's good for grabbing hot pots. Obviously, I don't need to explain the advantage of having a multi-tool, but as far as edges go with relation to this video, I've got a nice sharp edge here for utility, serrations, and there's a saw here to maintain some of my other tools if I have to. In this kit, I also have a Coghlans or Coghlans crafting saw, I guess you'd call it. It's nice and thin. I actually, it saws quite well. A very efficient saw. But it works really good, and that's just, it's a crafting saw. It's not a bucksaw. It's not going to buck up wood and keep you warm at night in the winter time in boreal forest where I live. But in order to make a bucksaw out of another blade, or like a bow saw or something, this would work great. And it's great for crafting shelters and stuff like that. Good for a couple inch diameter logs and limbs and that sort of thing. I found its limit at around 5 inches diameter on a chunk of poplar that was hardened, seasoned. And I actually did warp the blade slightly as a result. So that's where I discovered my limit. But it still saws well. It's a great little utility thing. And it weighs nothing. These practically disappear in your pack. So they're worth having. I went with RTAK 10-inch blade, fixed blade, and this particular one's in 5160 spring steel. It was a special knife I bought from Chestnut Ridge Knife Shop, and I wanted to combine it with the Sawvivor. It's a 15-inch bucksaw. It's super light. Again, it disappears in your pack, you know, but this thing will actually process some wood. We found 6 inches was sufficient. After that, it was getting to be a little too short stroke to really process wood well. But as far as bucking up some deadfall, it works great. And then I couple that with my RTAK, and I baton with this knife. You can see there's some love on the blade there from yesterday. We processed a bunch of firewood past 2 days, and it's pretty good. It works great. I did that to replace using an axe for backpacking. and together I'd say they're probably lighter than an axe and a little more compact. Although I still do really like an axe. So on top of that, the last thing that I'll use is a nice knife, and in this case I have my Mora Bushcraft Black 3mm thick blade, Scandi edge. This is really proving to be a great knife. I'm getting awesome shavings for my fire lighting. Like, my feather sticks are just really nice and curly. They catch a spark easily. This knife is super comfortable in the hand. I really do like this knife. It'll throw sparks. It's got a nice sharp edge, and I don't need to baton with it. That's why I have the RTAK. So really, the three items would be, this would be my system, and then my EDC there. And I do have another pocket knife as well. So that's my EDC. So I'm pretty blade heavy, but I think we all are. Anyways, have a great day, guys.